Richard Teal is patient B3. He has been searching for an explanation for his brain lesions, memory loss, and stroke. Again, we find his chromosomes are severely damaged.
In this image, these dark black dots are the centromeres of the chromosomes. And this chromosome right here has a centromere located there and there. This can also be associated with radiation exposure.
The test results for the two anonymous Gulf War vets are even worse than those of Kernighan, Pollard, and Teal. The type of chromosome damage seen in our conspiracy test creates genetic chaos in the affected cells. From such disorder, any number of problems can arise. Dr. Heng underscores just how important the test results are.
And the blue color is the patient from you. They're also significantly higher than normal patient.
It is, I presume, very highly significant.
Highly significant. This is next slide.
The results are a breathtaking confirmation of Durakovich's predictions. Not only is the level of damage to the vet's chromosomes severe, but much of the damage is of a type often caused by alpha radiation.
This is the single most important day in my 15-year research of the Gulf War syndrome.
But what do the Wayne State findings mean for the patients involved? And what do the results of our conspiracy test mean to the ongoing debate about Gulf War illness? Are they proof of an underlying cause in Gulf War illness? Are they evidence of a government cover-up? Find out next on Conspiracy Test. In the ongoing debate to determine whether Gulf War illness exists or not, our conspiracy test delivered stunning results. The Sky test revealed that every one of our 5 vets has suffered significant chromosome damage. In fact, the damage is 10 times higher than the normal population, and higher even than most people undergoing cancer treatment. And much of the damage is of a type associated with radiation. Since these vets claimed to be healthy before the 1991 Gulf War and have been debilitated ever since, the results certainly bolster the argument for the existence of some kind of Gulf War illness. And the fact that our vets were not in areas exposed to sarin nerve gas indicates that exposure, important as it might have been in some cases, does not totally answer the Gulf War illness question.
The headline for today is a gigantic step towards resolving some of the mysteries of the Gulf War syndrome.
But like any pioneering scientific test, the results raise as many questions as they answer. What do the findings mean for the patients involved? The 5 Gulf War veterans whose blood we tested all have significant health problems, and unfortunately, that is unlikely to change. There is no direct way to fix damaged chromosomes.
We can treat their symptomatic illnesses to the best capacity of the clinical medicine. We can also reassure them that the doses they are carrying in their bodies are not going to kill them, but to completely eliminate it from the body, it is impossible.
Damaged chromosomes are an indicator of an unstable system. Dr. Heng's research shows that people with cancer can improve their health if care is taken to build up the immune system. What do the results of our conspiracy test mean to the ongoing debate about Gulf War illness?
There wasn't anything uniquely specific about the cluster or groups of symptoms that the Gulf War veterans had compared to those who didn't deploy. So we couldn't distinguish them based on symptoms. It's just they were almost twice as likely to have symptoms as those who did not deploy.
The wide variety of symptoms has baffled researchers and fueled skepticism. It certainly didn't fit the definition of a disease or syndrome.
Medically, a syndrome is a set of symptoms that are the same in all the people. It progresses over time the same, and it has the same result. But we weren't seeing that in our Gulf War veterans.
What we did see in the sky test findings was a pattern of significant systemic damage.
Pieces of 14 have translocated to 7 and 12, as well as leaving just a little fragment of chromosome 14 behind.
People with such damage do fall prey to a wide variety of illnesses, so the large number of symptoms from people who claim to have Gulf War illness makes perfect sense based on the sky test results. But does our conspiracy test prove that Gulf War illness exists and that radiation damage from atoms of depleted uranium is the underlying cause? The results are intriguing and might be an important start. But not even Dr. Durakovic is ready to say that the issue is settled.
Vindicated is a very pleasing word, but scientifically, one cannot be vindicated before peer-reviewed publications that can be attacked and defended at the level of the experts.
Hopefully, the Wayne State sky tests will lead to chromosome testing on a large sample of Gulf War veterans. Only such large-scale testing could truly answer the questions of whether Gulf War illness exists, and if so, what lies at its source. But in the 17 years of investigation, it's possible that government and independent researchers were barking up the wrong tree when they tried to find specific symptoms. And what about the question of a government cover-up? No medical test could ever provide such evidence. But if our test results lead to the discovery of an underlying cause, then investigators will be able to determine if the government was aware of that cause and failed to disclose what they knew. Regardless of the outcome, it seems our test has raised new questions about the safety of depleted uranium on the battlefield. Should it be eliminated from the arsenals of the world's armies? That's one question Dr. Durakovic thinks has now been settled.
Objective truth is that the human race is at risk from radioactive warfare, and that radioactive warfare should be stopped.